We have a couple of questions that were fired in. I'm actually going to get my phone out really quick on the Chisholm Hunter YouTube channel. So
yes,
let me get these up. So a couple of people have fired in questions, and I think a few of them might be not answerable, but I think quite a few of them are. So did Doxa ever plan on making dress watches again, says Nico Lasjavnova.
Dress watches. So onto 67, of course, there were dress watches. So for the moment, it's not at all in the pipeline. Mm-hmm. But if there would be once an anniversary to go back into the 20s and the 30s, again, never say never.
Never say never. Never. That's gonna, that's gonna be clipped, and everyone's gonna think they're gonna make dress watches now.
No, not for the moment. We stay in the water, but if I would say never in lifetime, so I don't know for the 150th anniversary or let's say the 200, whatever it will be. Let's see. Yeah. You don't know, but meanwhile, no.
Okay. So there's another question from. I'm not even going to try and read this name because it's far too much. It's Crunko something.
It's okay.
Are they going to release a sub 200 with a sunburst dial and change the clasp similar to the one that was in the 300s?
What was the question? The dial?
Yeah. Are they going to release a sub 200 with the sunburst dial? I thought some of the sub 200s had sort of sunray.
We had. Yeah. It's the Sea Rambler. So. At the sub 200, at the 200T. No, it has. Yeah. So it depends. The Sea Rambler since ever is as a sunray dial. Sunray dial.
Yeah.
Not sunburst. Sunray. Sea Rambler was all the time a sunray.
Yeah. And the emerald green, by the way, I was obviously filming that quite recently on the 200T, but that dial color is to die for. It's beautiful. See the way that the green goes through it and the reflections. Amazing. Okay, so what is your favorite watch and color that Doxa do? Says Dicey151.
At the end, it's the 300T, the orange dial. That's it. That's Doxa. Like I said, at the end, I'm also making jokes. So when I enter a new market, I said, okay, if it would be Scotland, we are already present in Scotland, but okay, let's color Scotland into orange. So I could name every country.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, that's a good answer. Let's see. So there's 3 questions from a gentleman called Matty1467. So will they ever develop in-house movements?
Okay, so the in-house movement is a different aspect. So first of all, Doxa is not being requested based on the need what we need to do. We need to have a watch who is functional. Mm-hmm. And now an in-house movement, the tricky aspect is I see many brands, they do divers watches with a see-through, which is technically not correct. Or the watch is so thick, you need a very thick glass.
Yeah.
But a diver's watch doesn't have a see-through. It's functional because it's too risky to blow off when you go dive deep, technically, if the see-through, or you can make it very thick. So on that level, we try to be 100% functional.
Yeah.
So if I do an in-house movement, no one sees it. I cannot decorate it, despite also we have in the movement the Doxa rotor, the mechanical movement. But it's not a USP to sell a Doxa watch. People do not request in-house movement. It needs to be functional, it needs to be solid.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying a Doxa because the movement is in-house or decorated. No, because you can't see it anyhow. Yeah.
And I suppose, am I right in saying that if there was in-house movements, that would put the price up of the watches as well?
No, definitely. That's a different aspect which comes on top of it.
Yeah.
So absolutely, there we would not talk about £100-200 in retail. This would be different.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, that makes sense. Okay, we'll read 1 or 2 more because I know you're pushed for time. You're a busy man, and we'll go on to the Chisholm Hunter Instagram page because I asked a question there. Let's have a look. What is it that's kept you interested in watches and make Doxa better, says Nijama Jones.
Oh, this is it's just an honor when you get the chance to have a raw diamond in your hands.
Yeah.
It just feel blessed that you don't need additional motivation. It's an honor to pair your experience, your goodwill, being hungry with a good team to bring Doxa to that next level and Doxa to the next generation. So it's an honor. It's not a must or I need additional motivation, not at all.
Yeah. And Georgie Tala says, I think he means, will titanium models be released in Doxa's arsenal? So like titanium 300s or 200s?
So my answer will be titanium is definitely a material which you can use in the ocean.
Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Well, listen, Jan, I really appreciate your time and sort of going over a bit of the history of Doxa and also the bit of the history about yourself. It's really inspiring to see you kind of pushing the brand forward and all the innovation that's going on within the Doxa side of things. So thank you so much for the time, mate. I really appreciate it.
So thank you, Harrison, for your support. We're happy also, as I said, also with Just Hunter to be part of your organization and looking forward to a long-lasting partnership, which will be just based on success.
Of course. The diving model specifically, the 200T.
Yes. And then let's see. And at least I put in my agenda. The latest we meet is already, you see, November 2025 in Dubai. All done.
Absolutely. I'll be white, Scottish white person, sunburn to here and sunburn to there.
Exactly. So the dress code with your heritage, I leave this up to you, how far you can go in Dubai. So that's your decision.